Okay, I guess we can call this part 2 of cleaning up the brass drift. I'm going to try something different here. I have the tool inserted upside down. I'm not using the depth ring, the depth adjustment. I'm just counting on the holder holding this in position. So theoretically this is going to shoot all the brass down. So I would like to capture some of that brass. So I'm going to try putting this file folder down here. Should have cut that tab off. Yes, I think that'll capture most of the brass. So let's fire this thing up. I have let's see, approximately what we have to take off of there. Make sure we're zeroed, and let's get I got 2.182. Got 2.250. So 182 would be 20 thousandths. Would be 2, so 70 thousandths roughly. So I'm going to fire up the phase converter, and as far as the lathe controls are, they're all the same, but I am going to activate this reverse switch. So we're going to want to see this thing spinning clockwise. Okay, apparently, since I'm going clockwise, I have to change that's also changing the direction on the feed rod. Seems to be having the desired effect. think I'm going to be able to make it to the end, though. The blade is now on this side of the cutter. And I have a danger of this running in. There's a danger of this running into the chuck before I get it all cleaned up. Very soon now I'm going to disengage the feed. Okay, one thing I noticed when I brought my tool back, I was making contact all the way back, and I think that probably has more to do with my tool height not being optimum. So let's see what we have as far as what we removed. Because at that point I did not know how much I was taking. Yeah, I got this thing locked. Here we go. Okay, I have 2.224. So let's write that down. Okay, 2.224, and we're going to want to subtract that from, or subtract this number from that. I have 2.181. So 1 from 4 is 3, 8 from 12 is 4, so we have 43 thousandths to remove. So we're going to dial that in exactly. Let's see if we can hit it. So I said 43. So there is 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how accurate this is. Okay, so we're back back on the phase converter. Okay. Okay, we had a convenient battery death there, and how I got to this, only my hairdresser knows. I just got some 180, ended up with 600, and tapered that out, chamfered the end. So let's get you. Let's go turn the phase converter off. I don't think there's anything wrong with that motor, at least the bearings. That thing takes quite a while to spin down. There it is. Well, I got a little warm in here on me, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing taken out of there, and we'll check it out. Okay, this is going to be part 2 of the closing, take 2 of the closing video. I'm going to talk a little louder this time. It was my my hopes and dreams and wishes that my new lathe after this would be able to achieve this, and that it did. I got some preliminary measurements. I'm all over the board. I got an hourglass shape right here. I was going to taper that in. I was all set to do it. It was going to be beautiful. I was going to taper it in over probably 2 inches and probably would never felt it. I started turning my dial the wrong direction, digging in instead of pulling out. So, out of frustration, I got out, I briefly hit it with 180, then I started with 360 and worked up to only 600. I can take it up to 2500, but I'm going to eventually turn this on centers when I have the equipment to do that. I need to get in and clean the taper in my spindle, because I don't think the metal itself is damaged, but I think there's a lot of crud in there. So maybe I should just try scraping it out with sandpaper or something first before I take a boring bar in there. But yeah, that's if I'm going to want to use any taper attachments in the spindle, that's going to have to be addressed sooner than later. So we ended up with, I can do this where the numbers are all exactly the same, pretty much. I can tell you whatever I want to tell you though. Okay, I got 2.164, 2.161, 2.165, 2.164, so here's the hourglass, 2.154, where's that? There it is, right about there. 2.152. So there's 25 thousandths difference between in this hourglass and these outer dimensions. But like I said, we'll get this turned on centers when I have the right equipment to do that. And you know, it's just there was a brass drift that was given to me, and you know what it ends up You know, it may just sit on the shelf, you know. It may be a day when it comes to be a need for it. I have another brass drift. Well, it's brass, aluminum, and copper, and steel all at once. And I don't see it anywhere handy. I can lay my hands on it. It's usually right back here. I don't know what the cloth towel is doing here. Cloth towels are forbidden in this shop. Because I'm the guy that will stick a towel in a moving truck. No, I'm not. That's it. It is finished. Finished. I don't know if I kept my voice up the entire time, but this is inside of brass drift.